Jesus was born in a manger. The Son of God was homeless. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, as you move through this new journey in Christ and you become a follower of Jesus Christ, what tends to happen is you tend to lose a lot of carnal treasures, a lot of carnal, like physical things of this world, and I'm telling you, that's a blessing because it helps you to kind of train your mind and kind of shift your thinking. I think that it is so important for followers of Christ to think eternal treasures instead of temporary treasures that we would gain in this world. And I think that we go through that testing season because of that shift that needs to happen, because God, he wants to know where your heart is. He wants to know where your heart lies. A lot of you, may have, the minute you became a follower of Jesus Christ, like you lost everything. You lost all of the carnal possessions. And it's hard to it's not easy, right? It's not easy to give up a lot of the things that you wanted to do, to shift things and to make things right with God. But I'm telling you guys now, what you are gaining, and see, sometimes other people and people of this world, like, they don't get it, right? They're like, you can't, like, you didn't have God in your life. You were doing good, and what they think is doing good is you got the car, you got the house, you got this, you got that. And the minute you became a follower of Jesus Christ, like, everything left you. Like, that ain't it. That ain't what I want. And you might as well just go back to doing what you was doing because this way is not working for you. Because they're so carnally minded, a lot of your family and your friends will not understand. To them, it looks like you're losing everything. But to Christ and to what you're gaining is way much more. It's for everlasting. It doesn't perish like a car perishes in a couple of years, like a house. Everything on this earth, everything physical it is temporary. So do not worry when those things are not there anymore. Do not worry. I think we live in a society where there are so much expectations of us, especially at a certain age. You have to have this, you have to have that. What do you like? Jesus was born in a manger. The Son of God was homeless. The Son of God was homeless. And for me, that was something that is still something that I'm working on to have a fear of. But the Son of God was homeless, guys. Like the second Adam was born in a manger. I think that a lot of times we are so scared to be in circumstances, to be in certain circumstances just because of what we feel people may. My phone is ringing, but hopefully it doesn't bother me. Yeah, but we are just afraid of what others would think of us based on expectations of what this world sees as, as fit. So I just think that it is necessary for us to kind of transform our thinking. And I think that is something that God wants us to do, is he wants us to shift the way we think, to give up everything for him, to not care about what other thing, to pick up our cross and carry it. And when you look at Matthew 10, it starts at 17 when it was the guy that kneeled down to Jesus' feet and he was like, what do I do to enter heaven or to have eternal life? And Jesus was like, I know, and then he was like, he did everything. Jesus was like, what is it? You do not thief, you do not murder, you do not steal, all these things of the Ten Commandments. He was like, I did that from when I was young. And Jesus was like, but you still haven't done anything. I mean, one thing, go home and give up all of your treasures, sell it to the poor. And he was sad. He was like, and he just went away because Jesus knew that was something that he have not done, is that he fall in love, and his desires became of the temporary treasures of this earth. And that's a lot of us. Wow, that hurt, right? A lot of us love things more than we love God. A lot of us want these desires that are so temporary, right? Because when we die, do you, like, this is how I think about it. When you die, do you think you're going to want it anymore? No. At that point, it doesn't matter. So why does it matter now? Why does it matter now? I think that, and I'm not saying that you should be poor or anything, but I'm just saying your mind as a follower of Christ should be completely different from of this world and the way things are now. You should try your best to just change your thinking, because at the end of the day, what truly matters is doing the work of your Father, and working and not also building towards eternal treasures, which is doing the work of God, doing good, having good deeds, and don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow have enough trouble of its own, right? Not stress about anything. When I look at Jesus was homeless, okay? Jesus didn't care, and a lot of his followers, guys, look at everybody left everything. They left everything to follow Christ. That is what they did. Sorry guys, I had to take that call. But yeah, a lot of them left everything. I know people probably thought they were crazy, right? Peter, what you doing? You going there and follow this man, and you have bills to pay. You got this to do. You drop your work to go there and follow this man. Are you crazy? But that is what God, that's what he does. Drop everything for him. That is what a true follower of Jesus truly is. And it's hard. It's a transition to change your mind, but you can do it. It's hard. You have to pick up your cross, and even when you look back at what Jesus, I think, is also in Mark 10 too. I think he just went on about the prosecution it is in carrying your cross, and the fact that sometimes your family members might not understand, and you have to leave them. This is a lonely journey sometimes, and that this is the truth. You have to love him more than anybody in the world. You have to love him. And when you love him, of course you're gonna love everybody, right? But you have to love him and put him first, no matter what. No matter what, you have to. And that's the part of being a follower nobody wants to know. That's the part nobody wants. So everybody wants to get their ears tickled when they go to church. Everybody wants to worship him Sunday and then do what they have to do, and their desires are far from God. They pray every day about what they want and not asking God to at the end of the day, let your will be done. When you look at how Jesus prayed, and even at the peak of when he was going to be arrested, that prayer is so beautiful. God, take this pain away from me, but only if you're willing. It is his will that is way more important than our will. His will. And as much Jesus was in pain, you know, but he said, only in your will and only if you are willing. This is a lot, and even when Lazarus died, he said, this is to glorify the King. This is to glorify God. And he sit in those pain, and he waited 3 days to raise Lazarus from the dead. Now, this is someone that Jesus loved. Jesus, I'm telling you guys, Jesus is, man, when you study him, his thinking is, it is crazy, you know, and we have to be like Christ. We have to be like him. We have to do the things of him. We are just not to worry about our blood family, you know. Jesus said when I think Mary and his brother was outside and he was preaching, and it's like your mother and your brother is outside, and he said, my mother, my brother, my sisters are right here. He treated every single body. He didn't feel like, oh well, this is my blood brother, so I'm gonna treat him over. No. You all are my brothers. You all are my sisters. You all are my mothers. So I'm gonna treat you as such. And that sounds crazy, right? Because I'm not putting, we live in this world like, I'm not putting my son over anybody. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, who do you think? Like, we treat people as if we're not one. There's so much division, and anything that brings division is from the enemy. Black Lives Matter, all of these things, this is from the enemy, because we, at the end of the day, we are all one. It's hard, I know, but this is the truth. And this is something that people in the church are not telling you, of how it truly is, how it truly feels to be a follower of Christ and to pick up your cross through the pain and through the sorrow, to believe and have faith that at the end of the road there will be light, that at the end of the road it will be worth it. You can bear it. I'm telling you, you can. Do not allow temporary treasures, your desires for temporary treasures, to allow you to not get those blessings from God, those forever blessings from God. And I'm not saying if you want those great things, that's fine, but it should be for God. It should be for God. Anything that you do, it should be for him. You know, so that's what I have to say. And this is just something that I know they're not teaching you. Everybody wants the cookie crumble, but in Jesus' prayer, he spit it. He spit with it, you know. He said, only if you're willing. It's his will. You can go through pain, but I want this to be over, but only if you're willing. I know you know better than I do. You know you have better from me, and a lot of times when doors close and things are not going our way, and we are rejected from everybody, it seems like everything is going so bad. Know that he's working. Know that it is for a reason, and it's for a season. It's testing. Don't fail your test. Pass the test. And at the end of the day, you'll be good. You know, and that's just something that I have to say. So press on, guys. Press on, followers of Christ. Be encouraged. Be encouraged, and know that joy is coming. Keep on the good fight. Keep pressing to God's face. Keep seeking him. Keep believing, and these are things that we have to do, is seek and believe, and then guess what? Receive. 3 things. So hey, that's it. That's all that I have for this video, guys. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.